1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh.
Yeah. Right, so do you want to do the opening introduction for this one, please, bro?
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, people, listeners and viewers alike. This is the Football Podcast segment 2 on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos. Welcome to the second segment of the Football Referee. Now, Tottenham. Oh, well, first of all, let's just talk about Jordan Pickford. Now, Jordan Pickford had an incredible 537-day clean sheet.
Yeah.
Come to the end of yesterday, it's been spoiled. How is he feeling right now?
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? But how many days? 537?
Yeah, clean sheet.
Yeah, that is...
For England.
For England, yeah, of course, for England, yeah. Yeah, what about the Friday one? Was he in goal on Friday?
No, he wasn't in goal on Friday. It was...
trying to think, who was in goal?
Trafford.
Who?
Is it James Trafford? I think it's...
Oh, yeah, James Trafford, it was, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was Trafford, yeah, he's from Manchester City, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he did all right. Yeah, no, it's incredible to have had that. And I think probably amongst other things, apart from the fact that he's obviously a very good goalkeeper, that counts a lot towards that record. But it also means, I think, that England, by and large, in the games we've played in the last... Well, I mean, that's a lot of days, isn't it? It's well over a year. Be interesting to know how many games that takes in. But it also means England have had a pretty sturdy defence and probably a pretty good team. We're never spectacular, but we would expect to win some of these games, and all of the games we play really, between tournaments. But yeah, he probably felt a bit sick. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I don't think anybody blames him for the goal last night. I said earlier it was a brilliant goal, well conjured up by Japan, and a great finish by Mitoma, who started it as well. And you could see, I mean, Pickford, he dived in the right direction, but it was too well placed for him to save it. So yeah, I mean, rather than, I'm sure from Pickford's point of view, rather than bemoan the loss of his record, he might think, well, what a record to have set, because it would be very interesting to know how long a record like that goes back. How many other goalkeepers have gone that long? Particularly, I mean, in Pickford's case, he has been the predominant goalkeeper in these matches, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Very much so. So, yeah, I think it's a record to be proud of, and hopefully that's what will sit with him. I guess when you've got a record along those lines, you know it's always going to be broken at one stage, and you'd rather it would be in a friendly game like last night than in a key game in the World Cup. So there's different ways of looking at it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to look at it, the way that you've described it. I didn't look at it that way, but I just thought, he'll be really angry. But anyway, but I love Pickford. He's a good, cool-headed goalkeeper.
He is, yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Now, Tottenham is finally, because last week I was saying to myself, and I believe I said it out loud as well in this program, I said, why do they still have Igor, what's his name? Igor Tudor. Why have they still got Igor Tudor there when it's obviously clear that he's not going to change well, nothing's going to change under him anyway. And finally, I think they listened to me. They heard me.
Yeah.
So they replaced their manager,
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
Is their manager, Roberto De Zerbi. Do we know him?
Yeah, he was manager at Brighton, wasn't he? You go back. I think he was their last manager before the current guy. I don't know whether he was sacked, De Zerbi, at Brighton, or whether it genuinely was a mutually agreed departure, because he hadn't really done badly. Okay, they hadn't won anything, but they were still a pretty formidable side who played good possession football. So I rather think that he felt maybe he'd done enough, he'd done what he could at Brighton, and he wanted to move on. But yeah, he did. He was well respected when he was there, which I suspect is why Tottenham have gone for him now. Again, you wonder, did they have him lined up for a while, knowing Igor Tudor was going to go, or is it a bit of a snap decision? Because it has to be said, I think quite a lot of Tottenham's fans are not happy with it. Not quite sure why. Whether again it's the lack of trophies De Zerbi's won, or maybe a bit like Thomas Frank going to Tottenham before Igor. He went from Brentford doing very well to a big club, a proper big club. No disrespect to Brentford or teams like my team, Palace. We are smaller clubs, whether we like it or not. And somehow Frank didn't make the transition, whether or not he was given enough time to work through what he had in mind. And I think it was quite evident early on that he didn't have all the respect. He didn't have the respect of all the players. When he sort of shook hands at the end of a couple of games, he was ignored by a couple of them, and I think they subsequently apologised. But that's never a good look when that happens to a manager. And I think most football people would agree Thomas Frank is a very good football manager. And when our man Glasner goes at the end of the season, which we know he is, I think myself and many Palace fans will be very happy to get Thomas Frank in, because I think he would do a good job at a club like Crystal Palace. But yeah, De Zerbi is a good one. But whether the fans at Tottenham think along the lines of it's another Thomas Frank situation, where a guy who's managed some smaller clubs is coming to the great big club that is Tottenham. And let's face it, I mean, in a way, if a manager's going to go to a new club, it's quite a good time for him to go there, because although they will completely hope it saves them from relegation, that's probably why they're signing him in desperation to stop the risk of relegation. We do know that they are at real risk of relegation, and of course, from his point of view, if he doesn't save them, you can't really pin it on him.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us